The spokesman for the government's Centre of COVID-19 Situation Administration has countered reports that China and South Korea could be dropped from the list of countries considered to be in the dangerous level for COVID-19. This as the weekend taught the world a lesson via South Korea, where bars and clubs are allowed to open again, only to see an instant increase in COVID cases there, and they were all closed again at the weekend. It's expected that all nations, including Thailand, will learn from this and err on the side of caution. A lack of foot traffic in national parks across Thailand has seen wildlife and plants thriving in a pre-tourism manner. This as the Ministry of National Resources and Environment is mooting the idea of annual 3-month closures for the future, allowing parks and conservation areas to readjust every year. A byproduct of zero tourism is that fish, mammals and plants are all getting back to nature's way. And it only takes a look out of your window to see that any smog has disappeared. The smog levels for most cities in Thailand are in the green as opposed to the red. The East Coast Golf Courses Management Association has put out a reminder to players that currently any player must supply a copy of their ID or passport, showing the original document, not a photocopy, and that players who've been outside of Thailand in the past 14 days will not be allowed access. As greens and fairways open, so the conditions have been set to ensure that were there any outbreak, including a player, others could be quickly notified. And this concept may be passed on to other activities and areas, including sports and later clubs and bars in the future. Whilst airports here are not open for incoming tourists, the good news is that there's plenty of flights arriving empty for those who wish to leave. Both Bangkok airports, along with Krabi, Utapao and Chiang Mai, are open to flights leaving 24 hours a day. Prices are reasonable and plenty of tickets are available for anyone stranded here. Meanwhile, at home and in Pattaya, police operated drones across the seafront, zooming in on those who flaunt the ban on beach and ocean usage, with tape along the promenades allowing people to walk on Beach Road but not congregate. Along with signs and public notices in all news, several have been caught flaunting the ban in the past week. In one instance, a trio of Ukrainian and Russian nationals were taken into custody after being recognised as some who'd been warned already and simply come back to the sands when they thought the coast was clear. Piled into a police truck complete with their picnics, towels and beach paraphernalia, they face huge fines and some not very happy faces in uniform. So the reminder again, all beaches in this whole province are currently closed. Mall operators have told their vendors to expect a mid-month opening, perhaps the 17th, this ahead of any government confirmation. Operators have been told that they will have to run a visit count to their stores and after hitting a certain volume of foot traffic, close and do a full clean before reopening. This to prevent any more outbreaks. With some malls not offering much in the way of discount, shops large and small are expecting loss-making months if and when they open, as there aren't many people around even at the weekends. As we delivered supplies to several groups cooking for the unemployed on Sunday, the first thing that hit our team was the lack of people and traffic. Chatting with restaurant and cafe owners, the general opinion is that whilst they can open for food-only sales, no alcohol, even the most popular venues are seeing very few takers. Most tell us that they were better off either closing or opening for takeaway only, and a lot have simply not reopened at all. A huge thanks to everyone who's donated to our Go Get Funding appeal for cash to supply goods to those cooking for the unemployed around the city. This morning saw us smash the 500,000 baht barrier, 500,000 baht. And with your help, we can continue to keep supplies to those who do the real work. That's the cooking and the packing around the area. Big numbers for sure, but of course most is already spent on goods. The brilliant news is that our storerooms were refilled over the weekend, so as always, anyone who needs free supplies, please contact us via the website, alwayspattaya.com, our Facebook page, or call 0800 724 609, and then simply come and collect. Today we're open for collections at our studios from 10 until midday. A cash donation came in this morning that saw us pass the milestone, and donations large and small are welcomed eagerly. They, after all, keep the food flowing. Yesterday saw us dropping off 1/2 ton of rice to LK Metro businesses, 3 of which are now alternating days to cook and feed the needy, in just one of the numerous queues of 700 to 1,000 plus people in the city. Donations can be made at gogetfunding.com. There, simply search for Fabulous 103. And with the reminder, mitts, masks and meters. Wash your hands, wear a mask and keep social distancing. And the Met Office promising highs of 34 degrees, dropping down to 29 tonight. That is the local and national news from Fab FM. For videos and, of course, to keep up with Fabulous Pattaya, visit alwayspattaya.com.